Hello guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to Love and Deep Space. Now, we are carrying on with Death and Rebirth. It has been a while. Honestly, I've got no excuses at this point other than just the fact your girl needs to clone herself, so... I'm excited. Fog seeps into the abandoned factory as I nimbly leap into, onto a shipping container. I'm getting closer to the energy fluctuation I've detected. Soon enough, I spot approximately 10 motionless figures standing in a narrow gap between the containers. I'm looking at the wrong side of the screen. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of them are here. According to the plan, Sylus is dealing with the other contestants and wanderers to obtain the arena entry token, a gold coin. Meanwhile, I'm tracking down those masked figures, and that's why I'm here. I'll take down their leader first. Once I find out who's in charge, the rest will be a piece of cake. I close my eyes and attempt to channel the station core's energy. From my heart, warm energy surges and envelops my entire body. My racing heartbeat is warning me that I might experience an energy overload if I continue. Ah! God damn it, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Okay, that's now been done. Oh dear. There. I sense that distant energy signature and pinpoint the signal source. I leap down from the shipping container, grab the masked figure's shoulders and pin him down, and press my gun against his forehead. With inhuman reflexes, he flips over and knocks me away. His chest doesn't rise or fall as he breathes. Instead, intermediate electrical currents crackle from within. Their leader is an android. Before the other masked figures can raise their guns, I pull the trigger. The bullet pierces the cold metallic chest above me. As if connected by the same energy source, the surrounding masked figures clutched their chests. Their movements were delayed by a second. I place my palm on the leader's lowered head and detect something unusual. With 2 fingers, I reach into the eye socket and extract an artificial eye. Oh. Sparks fly from the severed wires as the machinery still functioning freezes. The masked figures have lost their power source. They fall to the ground one after another and let out pained groans. I hold up the artificial eye to the moonlight. As I suspected, protocore particles within its shell emit a faint glow in the darkness. Huh. I'll be taking this. Where is my husband? Elysium's neon lights shine as they always do as I arrive at its entrance.
Well, won't you look at that? Someone's still alive.
Yeah, it takes a lot to kill me, bitch. I'm like a flea. Once I'm on you, it's hard to get rid of me. Hey, I'm ranked 2nd on the leaderboard. I can't let all those people lose their money because of me.
You're too kind.
I need to lay low here for now, but how am I going to contact Sylus?
I see something's troubling you. When you have a lot on your mind, you should treat yourself to a good meal. The body knows what it needs.
Oh, a woman after my own heart. Food. I sit down at the bar and remember what Alyson said about offering services beyond filling empty stomachs. I might as well see what this place is really capable of. The connoisseur's menu, please. The menu is promptly presented to me. My gaze sweeps across the peculiar dish names one at a time until it lands on the last item. Sweet Evil Trap.
Every dish in the connoisseur's menu tells a story from the N109 zone. But the story behind this one hasn't started yet. It's waiting for someone to order it. In fact, it's been waiting for a long time now.
I'm scared. What does that mean? 10.5 grams of soul.
Even at just 21 grams, the soul is one of the most precious gifts the universe has given to humanity.
Sylus practically has "I prepared something for you" written all over his face. I close the menu. I'll order this one then. The red wine marshmallows are sweet, and the pomegranate juice dances across my tongue. There's pomegranates again.
How is it?
The notes of roasted rosemary and walnut intertwine. Layer by layer, they unfold on my palate and in an intricate dance of flavors. It's like him.
Your satisfaction is our greatest source of motivation. Here's your bill.
I look at it and see a 5-digit number. This is the price for one dessert?
I guess it can be if you're willing to pay that much. Try inputting these numbers into a map.
Doesn't the arena block signals?
There's always an exception.
I follow Aslan's instructions. A red dot appears on the previously inactive arena map. 800 West District Docks. This is an interesting choice in terms of locations. Aslan brings a finger to her lips.
Elysium has more uses than you can ever imagine.
Should I be scared? Oh, are we getting closer to the cutscene? Because I'm not prepared if we are. The docks are completely deserted. Abandoned vehicles are scattered haphazardly across the area. Come on, Sylus. If you don't show up soon, my cover's going to be blown. Oh, it is cutscene time, isn't it? Oh. Ah! Come to pick me up for a ride, sir. I got your fucking top on.
You're late.
When I show up on time for a deal, someone usually gets carried away. I'm fashionably late for good luck.
I'm feral today. Okay, right, hold on. I'm gonna quickly like mentally prepare myself. Give me 1 minute. Okay, right, I'm really sorry I had to take a quick break there. I had to go put some pajama bottoms on just in case, because I was only wearing shorts. Not a good idea right now. Oh, you
No
sick.
need to thank me. Get in.
Yes, Daddy. Okay. Wait, what? He got us a drink.
Where is it?
There. Toss it to him.
For you?
Oh my god, is he about to propose to me? He has picked up antics from Luke and Kieran. Oh my god!
Empty.
Where is it?
What do you mean?
As you can see, it's a pass to the arena.
Pull him in. Don't mind if I fucking do. Oh!
No time for jokes. Where's the gold coin?
It was tampered with, so I fed it to a wanderer. We can't have loose ends, kitten.
Pin him down?
You destroyed it?
There are other ways to enter the arena. I can guarantee that.
Oh my god.
I'm being honest. You know that.
Oh my god, stop being so fucking sexy. I can't handle this! Like, the amount of emotions that this man displays in his eyes. Honestly, Infold have done an amazing job at the facial expression. That his eyes tell you so much. Like, you can tell that he was like, oh shit, I've genuinely pissed her off. But look at this. Ugh. Chef's kiss. I'm screaming without the S. Oh.
What?
We're being followed. We're going to have to fight if we want to leave.
Oh no, what a
Why don't
shame.
we call a temporary truce?
Oh no, anything but that. I mean, just need to go a little bit lower. No, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave.
We don't know how many are still in hiding. What are the odds?
Oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not
With
ready.
you, guaranteed victory. Hold on.
Alright, Daddy, let's go. Oh, striving with the one hand! Woo! Bitch, fuck off! Let me and my husband have a date!
Evil Sylus.
Then you should help me fix that. Change of perspective.
Change perspective. Oh. Ah! Oh. I can't focus.
I'm charging extra for this.
Oh, yeah, climb on that man's shoulder. Woo!
Look at us.
Oh, the fist bump is so cute. Look, they're trying to ruin date night.
Someone's eager to die.
The one hand?
It's too late for regrets. Nice control. You're good at driving.
That's ironic because I do not have a driver's license.
Anyone ever told you that your driving stability needs?
And he gives me a coffee.
Any suggestions I don't consider are filed under never heard of.
Oh. Do you know what? This was giving me really like Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn and Joker vibes. It was like, oh, you stupid batch of ruining date night! Get the gun out. The car emerges from the tunnel and races through the streets of the killing zone. Please don't tell me you went for a joyride earlier.
I didn't. I just grabbed a bite to eat.
Mm-hmm. You had a meal?
I couldn't get what I actually wanted, so I had to settle for the next best thing.
Was I the meal of choice? Come to think of it, I rarely encountered any wanderers while searching for the masked people. I guess someone was helping me from the shadows after all. But Sylus doesn't look like he enjoyed his food. Yeah, because his real meal was denied, because the way he looked like he wanted to bite on that fucking leg while we were climbing on his shoulder. How were the wanderers? Delicious?
They were so unpalatable that it's not even funny.
Aww. Poor little Sylus couldn't get a tasty treat.
Not only am I picky, but I have an enormous appetite.
I mean, I think I can provide. I playfully shake my milk tea. Oh my god, he got me a milk tea. This man is husband! Even though you were starving, you still bought me this.
Isn't it common courtesy not to show up empty-handed?
Oh, you fucking gentleman. I pull up the live feed. The participant count in the top right shows the number 2. That means Sylus and I are the only ones left. The gold coin marker flashes on the map, but we ignore them. We're heading straight for the arena in the center of the arena. Do you really have another way to get in?
Yeah.
In the distance, we see a barrier formed by interwoven blue and orange lights. Instead of slowing down, Sylus steps on the gas. The car is going to charge into it.
Hold on tight.
As soon as we hit the barrier, its violent energy tears our vehicle apart. It's going to be turned into heavy chunks of scrap metal. Sylus uses this as an opening. With his evol, he tears open the barrier. Energy manipulation. Your other way to get in was crashing into it.
What? It worked, didn't it?
Sylus pulls me to my feet in one fluid motion. I take a moment to steady myself before looking at our surroundings. The arena is bathed in dazzling blue and orange lights, the same ones that were part of the barrier. The spectator stands are filled with floating holographic screens. A luminous path extends beneath our feet. It leads to a central arena where several metallic platforms stand beneath floating crystal structures. There must be some kind of mechanism here that will let us go underground. When we approach this part of the arena, we don't find any mechanism. However, a peculiar spot on the central platform catches my eye.
Under normal circumstances,
Looking at the
gold
wrong side
coin
again,
would be
sorry.
the key to go underground and meet our Lord of Charon.
But this can't be considered normal circumstances.
There's always more than one way to beat a game. Besides, it doesn't matter if you had the gold coin. The Zoian hunt stopped being fair a long time ago, kitten.
He taps the ground with his foot.
Listen,
I can't hear anything, but I sense faint metaflux fluctuations.
maybe we can do this.
That's a new animation! Oh my god! His look in his face, oh my god. The red-black energy particles seep into the ground. A few seconds pass before the Metaflux readings suddenly spike to dangerous levels. The ground rumbles and a horizontal crack appears in the central arena to reveal a massive creature underneath. It quickly opens its eyes and leaps. It's a Wanderer! The Wanderer is encased in a massive shell. It instantly releases a powerful burst of Metaflux. Does the M109 zone prepare for these kind of surprises for every Zorian hunt?
Of course not. I suspect this grand spectacle is their idea of a welcome party for honored guests from afar.
Who's trying to mess with us this time? What do they want?
I don't care. I've had enough of this game. And its endless amount of rules.
He stands at the edge of a raised platform as black-red mist spirals up from his arms. It engulfs his entire body.
Let's end this once and for all.
The way I feel about this man is so unhealthy. I am not complaining. Oh gosh, right, okay. Let's see what happens here then. Rawr, 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 rawr. Oh my god.
It's dangerous. Guess I can't let you stay too far away from me.
Looks like this is just going to be a normal battle sequence, so I will be right back.
We shouldn't underestimate it.
This is getting boring. Let's attack it together. You can decide when.
I'll make sure they're dead. Eat this!
Okay, there were a few fights I had to do. They've all been free-starred. That's all been done. We're on to the next part. Now, I'm really worried where we're going with this. As the protofield dissipates, the massive Wanderer vanishes with it. The modified shell is still present when I fall to the ground. The arena's floor gives way because of the impact. I plunge into the boundless darkness along with the debris. What the hell? My descent ends with a violent crash. Clouds of dust billow out around me. My entire body feels shattered. Waves of pain slam into me. Ugh, my right arm. I can barely move it. Please don't be broken. Clutching my stiff right shoulder, I squeeze through the cracks of the broken shell. A beam of light streams down through the hole above. It illuminates my position and reveals I'm in the middle of a towering corridor. Where's Sylus? The floor was completely destroyed. I wonder if he also fell down. Sylus! Sylus? No response. I hope he's okay. Suddenly, I feel a faint tremor in my chest. I whip my head toward the end of the corridor. Its source is there. The vibration is soothing and it gradually syncs with my heartbeat. My feet start moving on their own. It's as if someone is pulling invisible strings. I'm drawn towards the end of the hallway.
Active life form detected. Verifying identity. Verification complete.
Active life form? Wait, is this the Gaia Research Center?
Welcome back. 0. 0.
Welcome back? The sudden system malfunction warps the announcement into eerie static. It echoes between the high walls of the corridor.
Welcome back, Researcher Wesley. Welcome back, Researcher Dimitri.
Dimitri. I'm surprised for a moment, but the name fails to stir any significant emotions. I knew he was someone important.
Welcome back, Researcher Josephine.
Grandma? As each name is announced, the system's voice becomes gentler. The empty corridor is seemingly filled with the shadows of people walking through it once again.
Congratulations on regaining consciousness. Subject 001. How are you feeling today?
What? The voice is quiet as though it's waiting for my response. Grandma's documents also referred to me as a subject, and this system addressed me with his numerical designation 001. It's me, right?
The following has been detected in the test subject's emotional state. Confusion, weariness, and anxiety. Physical pain signals are also present. Subject 001. Do not be afraid. The nearest researcher is located in the observation room for demonstrations. You are currently 126 meters away.
Now my question is, how does Sylus tie into all this?
Please follow the guidance lights immediately to receive assistance.
A pale blue light materializes on the floor. Arrows pulsate one after another and beckon me to venture deeper into the facility. As I walk, more passages branch off from both sides of the corridor. Deepspace Signal Analysis Lab, Cosmic Archaeology Archives, Genetic Extraction and Analysis Center. The Gaia Research Center's scope of scientific endeavors is far more extensive than I thought. I keep walking until I see Life in the Future, Backtracker. Xavier? Life from a higher plane of existence, emissary of the divine. Life from the ancient ocean, Lemurian civilization. Okay, so that was Xavier, that was Zane, this is Raphael. Don't tell me Raphael is also... The labels point to different corridors, and each corridor houses a unique, specialized research team. Finally, I spot the sign for the Unicorn Research Team. It's pointing to the most predominant door at the end of the corridor. Sylus wasn't there. Huh, neither was Caleb. My heart pounds in my chest. The truth I've been waiting for is within reach, yet I'm hesitant. I'm suddenly afraid of facing my past. Maybe this is just a trap, but I've come too far to turn back now. I press my hand against the sensor in the center of the door. The resonance triggers a vibration and blue light courses through the circuit. It illuminates the massive door that has been dormant for so long. The heavy metal doors slide apart and warm light pours in. I turn my head away and raise my hand to shield my eyes.
What game are we playing today?
In a dreamlike haze, I watch as a tiny girl runs past me and throws herself into the familiar embrace of the figure standing in the light. Grandma. I take half a step back and rub my eyes. The vision vanishes along with the light. Oh god. I feel like we're about to get some really heavy lore here. Under the harsh blue LED lights, a figure stands behind the doorway. They slowly turn to face me. You?
You're finally here. It's been a while, Subject 001.
Dimitri.
Our little bomb.
Huh? What? Okay, hold on. Why am I being called a bomb? Like, I know I'm stunning. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Dimitri. So that's why everything here still works, even though it was abandoned for years. The real reason you're in Charon is because you're guarding the research center.
Of course. This place holds the buried dreams of countless researchers. The seeds of world-changing discoveries. In addition...
Dimitri spreads his arms. It's somewhat of a dramatic, welcoming gesture.
It's where you were born. Your first home in this world.
I tighten my grip on the gun at my waist. I'm waiting for the next outrageous revelation.
Back then, the research team accompanied you every day. We raised you as if you were our own child. We believed you represented humanity's most intimate connection with deep space.
A flickering hologram appears behind him. Fragmented faces of figures huddled together manifest before dissolving into light and shadow. I don't recognize any of them, yet a warmth wells up from the depths of my heart.
After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, our team was disbanded. Many of us disappeared without a trace. I'm the only one who stayed here to keep watch. I knew you would return one day. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm taken. You already knew who I was when you saw me at Charon.
Why, of course. I can recognize our most precious treasure anywhere. Your power is unique, after all.
He unconsciously moves half a step. Upon seeing me back away wearily, his voice becomes even gentler.
Don't be afraid, my child. I've been waiting for you this whole time. I must atone for the sin I left behind.
What?
I know you have many questions. Go ahead. Ask them. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Seeing the sincerity in his eyes, I hesitate. Should I ask him a question? I might be close to the truth this time. I need to hear what he has to say. You said I was born here. Why don't you tell me what happened back then?
While not an ancient beginning, it was still sacred nonetheless.
A hologram of an energy graph dictating the progress of planetary evolution appears in the center of the ruins. Planets are born, and eventually they die. And then they're reborn, only to die again. Visibly moved, he stares at the floating data curves on the display.
It's a beautiful cycle.
I asked about my origins, not humanity's. You don't have to start from when the Earth was formed.
You think this is the life cycle of a planet? It's not. It's a representation of your life, your power.
Is he crazy? Go on.
You are Ever's most wonderful, most magnificent creation!
A blank expression appears on my face. I can't even pretend to play along anymore. But Dimitri doesn't care about whether his audience is responding or not.
It began in 2034, when humanity received a faint signal from deep space. Once it was decoded, it revealed a story about a planet's quest for immortality. An ordinary planet achieved immortality by harnessing an inexhaustible cosmic energy source. They inspired us. And so, we conducted an experiment using collisions to recreate this inexhaustible cosmic energy.
After
several failed attempts, one proved to be a success. The energy manifested.
Okay, but hear me out, because do we remember back in Xavier's myth, we found out that we could basically be born again and die again to keep a planet sustained? Is this what it's referring to?
However, no one expected it to appear inside a child's body. And that child was you. The powerful energy fluctuations we were waiting for, they came from you. The power was impossible to analyze and measure. It only grew stronger as time passed.
This is a lot to take in, peeps.
It grew like a planet and reached its peak on day 27. Then it started to decay on day 36. On day 41, it disappeared completely, dead. Then, it was followed by an explosion. But shortly after, your power reconstituted itself and began to grow once again, just like a planet. Therefore, we believe the power of the Aether core within your body is equivalent to the energy of a planet.
Shit. With growing intensity, his gaze gradually shifts from the hologram to me. It's as if he's seeking my confirmation. You're not sick in the head, right? In the dim lighting, Dimitri's frantically contorted face becomes a very embodiment of his obsession. That is going a bit too quick. Ugly and deeply unsettling. But despite my best efforts, I can't help but carefully phrase my next question. You're not sick in the head, right? I'm not trying to insult you. I'm genuinely concerned. I believe the part about you being a member of the Unicorn research team. And as far as I'm aware, Ever has been systematically hunting down their former members over the years. My grandma and other researchers were among those they killed. It's understandable that years of internal and external pressure have affected your mental state. You live alone in a place like the M109 zone. It's okay to get therapy. Dimitri's outstretched arms are slowly lowered as a look of dejection appears on his face.
I don't blame you for being skeptical. Even we who witnessed your birth firsthand were at a loss. We didn't know if we should let you grow up like a normal person or use you as a resource. Would this immense power lead to catastrophe?
Ah, there goes that caring facade. Took you long enough. Referring to this place as my first home and talking about a magnificent creation, in the end, it was about making a massive profit. Even in the ramblings of a madman, fragments of truth lie hidden beneath insanity. From his words, I can piece together what Unicorn wanted to obtain via Unicorn. They desired a new kind of energy that was far more powerful and plentiful than Earth's natural resources and protocore energy. Maybe that was when Ever set their sights on the Ether Core.
You have no idea what kind of temptation lay before us back then.
While Dimitri is engrossed in his fervent monologue, I keep an eye on his unstable state. I also use this as an opportunity to examine the laboratory.
We had countless debates. The Chrono Rift catastrophe struck when we were in the middle of our endless back and forth. And then it happened. It will always be the most regrettable thing I've ever done. I can never make up for it in this life.
What?
My career, my dreams, my colleagues. Those days we spent to achieve our goals.
Something's wrong with him. My gaze quickly shifts to the control panel some distance away from Dimitri. I discreetly get ready to use my evo.
It's over. It's truly over!
What? Seemingly drowning in prescience, Dimitri falls to his knees and triggers a hidden mechanism. A surge of energy rises from below. The large laboratory begins to shake as the rails rattle. Wait, it's not the laboratory that's shaking. Sensing movement beneath my feet, I quickly back away, but I slam into a wall instead of finding the door. A massive, curved glass panel silently descended behind me. Its cold surface blocks my escape route. I'd barely pulled out my gun when curved glass panels, previously suspended above and diagonally in front of me, descend. The panels are about to create the perfect cage. I'll be stuck inside this spherical chamber like an insect preserved in amber. It's a mechanical trap. I'd walked into the jaws of a beast as soon as I stepped through the laboratory doors.
Go on now! Fix our mistakes! Go on! Go!
Sylus, I need you right now! With steady hands, I slip a small explosive charge into the last remaining gap before the glass panels seal themselves, and then I get down to the ground as fast as I can. Shockwaves reverberate throughout this spherical chamber. A strong force strikes my head. Despite the pain, however, I hear the rails get jammed for a split second. I charge towards the explosive site without a second thought. Using my momentum, I smash my gun against the area where the glass panels meet. The impact forcefully opens a narrow gap barely half a palm wide. I immediately raise my gun to shoot. The bullets hit the area near Dimitri's feet, but they fail to stop whatever switch he activated. I aim my gun at him. A familiar energy emanates from the darkness behind Dimitri. As he stands up, my instincts scream at the new threat. I open fire. The bullets hit him, but he seems unfazed as he pulls out a weapon and aims it at me. Uh-oh. The powerful blast sends me flying and crushes what little chance of survival I had been desperately clinging to. Shit! So are we Dimitri's biggest mistake? And he's trying to kill us? What the hell? Chaos, agony, the freezing cold. My body feels like it's being crushed. I must have blacked out for a bit. Fighting through the pain, racking my body and the taste of blood, I force myself to get up inside the glass sphere. On one knee, I struggle to catch my breath. Below me lies a metallic floor made from an unknown material, and above me looms an inverted glass chamber. This familiar sight triggers a flood of memories. This is the Deepspace collision chamber. I was imprisoned here before.
Stop struggling, child.
No! The voice pierces through the thick glass. The collision chamber has already been activated. It's now floating 6 feet off the ground. Dimitri stands below and the controller in his hand is stained with blood.
I already obtained the current data on your eval while you were in battle.
He raises a chip in his hand.
Once I insert this into the chip reader, the equipment can use its antimatter capabilities to completely neutralize your energy.
Sylus, I need you! Please! Although there's a gentle smile on his face, the hate in his gaze twists it into something grotesque. Disgusted, I turn away and try to concentrate on resonating with the collision chamber's energy source. I can't resonate with it. How is that even possible?
Go. Return to where you came from. You never had a place in this world. Humans who foolishly try to control a power as great as yours will only bring disaster upon themselves. The Chronal Rift catastrophe and the Wanderers. It was all because of our greed. We should have never created. With the hands that stained this world in sin, I'll put an end to it.
I stand up while using the glass wall as support, yet vertigo hits me. Air is being drained out of the chamber. The pressure suddenly drops and the air in my body rapidly expands. At this rate, my lungs might rupture before anything else kills me. I hate to admit it, but I feel like I'm getting a sense of deja vu. My body recognizes this feeling before my mind does. Muscle memory is sending me a warning. It won't be long until I lose control of my limbs. I won't be able to feel anything. And my strength, even my thoughts will slow down and fade into oblivion. That was who I used to be. I won't sit here and wait to die. My thoughts are sluggish as I watch myself in slow motion. I draw my weapon. Struggling to raise my arm, I pull the trigger and cause an explosion. But the energy burst from my weapon is absorbed by the active collision chamber. It can convert energy into fuel for its power source. My vision blurs. Not only is my strength being drained, but my body is also becoming numb. The glass chamber reflects the cold laboratory lights. They sketch out fragmented memories. It's the same collision chamber that I was violently thrown into as a child.
Those monsters and that cosmic void in the sky. It's all because of you. You are this world's calamity. We should have destroyed you years ago.
I've experienced this before. It was him at that time too. The contorted face of the young man begins to merge with Dimitri's weary, wrinkled face below, and then I lose my sense of direction.
Since that day, I've been the only one who was determined to destroy you. I failed before, but time proved to me that I was on the right side of history. I will finish what I started and atone for my past failure.
This lunatic.
Be gone! Go back to where you came from! Just die already!
I refuse to let this maniac kill me. A powerful resonance resounds and builds within the chamber. It syncs up with the tremors deep in my heart. Shit. I desperately try to maintain control. I'm attempting to see all the weak spots the echoes create, but I'm fighting a losing battle. The resonance's energy hums and shatters invisible chains. My consciousness breaks free from its physical cage and my soul rapidly surges forth. My consciousness disperses with the energy burst. Countless reverberations echo across this planet. And from deep space, a mysterious connection descends. My awareness gradually fades as my body feels weightless. The ethereal eye appears once more. It devours me completely this time. Hello? Well, now I know why this chapter was called Death and Rebirth. What the hell? In boundless darkness, I drift through the cosmos. It's like I'm a part of it. I am the cosmos. I see a planet on the brink of destruction, and the different paths it could take. Some explode like tiny fireworks before their life could begin. Others are further along in their journey. However, all of them perish. At the end of their lives, each planet collapses inward. A tiny core takes its place. One born from the destruction, the Origo core, it silently floats in space as energy stirs from its slumber. Cosmic strings resonate with it. and time-space twists and stretches. Everything and nothing has changed. Guys, this might be a bit too much lore for me. The Orgo core descends upon a planet nearing collapse. It's waiting for the end. And its own birth. All the sensations in my body disappear as the scene before me gradually fades into darkness. Suddenly I hear a strong heartbeat and feel a warm power flow through me. It's a fragment from another place and time. Yet it brings a familiar presence. Everything that was lost to me has returned. At first they were just blurry images, reminiscent of scattered, flickering stars in my mind. But as time passes, these images start to become clear. They slowly come together and form vivid, tangible scenes, complete with sounds, textures, temperatures, and even the faintest presence. They're real and full of life. Unfamiliar fragments connect into a single unbroken thread. Those past experiences, emotions, choices, and missions. Once again, they cross the barriers of time and space. Carefully weaving themselves into the fabric of my existence, they become a part of me. I'm still worried where the fuck our husband is. I kinda need him right about now. Oh! Husband! I suddenly break through the downpour of memories. My vision refocuses. That familiar black-red mist envelops the area. I'm shielded from the falling rocks and steel beams. Meeting my stunned gaze, Sylus relaxes his furrowed brow. An amused smile appears on his face.
Nice explosion, little bomb.
Excuse me? Sylus.
This place is collapsing. Give me your hand.
Of course I'll hold your hand. The hand reaching out to me now overlaps with the memory of that same hand breaking through the barrier many years ago. Fragmented memories flood my mind, but there's no time to dwell on them now. I force my aching arm to move and grab his hand. Sylus yanks me out of the wreckage in one fluid motion. He secures his grip on my arm as he crouches.
Keep your eyes open this time, kitten. Watch how we escape and...
This time?
Remember it well.
He saved us last time! All this time? Overwhelming power lifts him up. It manifests behind him like a fiend that crushes all obstacles in its way. Its wings have blocked out the heavens. We soar past the crumbling debris and fly away from the depths. Thunderous explosions echo below. Is that a reference? Standing at the edge of the arena, I finally see the full extent of destruction caused by my uncontrolled energy blast. The entire central arena has collapsed. Only a bottomless pit remains, its edges crumbling away. I leave Sylus' side as that strange, detached sensation gradually fades. Dimitri, bound by the tendrils of black-red mist, is thrown down before us.
Our deal is complete. Now surrender your soul.
What?
Monster!
There are two of us here. Who are you referring to?
His unfocused gaze can no longer locate his enemy as he desperately claws at the mist coiling around his neck.
The terms of our deal haven't been fulfilled.
I only agreed to bring her before you. Foolishness and arrogance aren't valid reasons to breach our contract.
Sylus violently grabs Dimitri by the collar. The mist swiftly coils around the former researcher's neck.
You underestimated how much she's grown. Look at you. Thinking she's still the little girl whose life you held carelessly in your hands.
He protect?
Like every gambler who overestimates themselves. You are not as clever as you think you are.
He's known this whole time.
I know Who's behind the antimatter? Let me go.
With a contemptuous laugh, Sylus forcefully turns Dimitri's head to face me.
Get a nice long look. It'll be your last. And do your best to remember the person who brought about your downfall.
Oh, he protect.
Die with a smile for us. All right?
Oh. God, this is so much to take in! What the fuck? As Dimitri screams and body are swallowed by black-red mist, I turn my gaze to the center of the arena. One after another, muffled explosions resound underground. This place will be gone after today. It won't reappear anytime soon. The laboratory that was never meant to exist might hold a few childhood memories. I might have cried in some corner or laughed in front of a platform. Perhaps I made those researchers who saw me as an otherworldly specimen believe I was just a normal child for a moment. Or maybe none of that ever happened. But it doesn't matter anymore.
How much do you remember?
A lot, but it's all jumbled up. I ignore whatever happened to Dimitri and look at Sylus. That deal you made with him, was it when I escaped from the research center?
Yeah.
Did you bring me here so I could remember everything? He doesn't look at me. Instead, he speaks as if he's addressing the darkness beneath his feet.
You would have done this sooner or later. That's just who you are.
Yeah, touche. Then shouldn't you be worried about my power destroying you in this world?
Should I be?
I stare at his profile to emphasize my point. Right now, I can't control my power when it fully manifests. Assuming it happens again, everything here might get destroyed like my soul. With a slight smile, Sylus shakes his head. He raises his hand to draw my attention to something. A familiar linkage materializes between our wrists to bind us together.
Sorry, but your soul doesn't have the privilege of leaving whenever it wants. I will keep you bound to me for all of eternity. Our connection transcends this place and this world.
What? Excuse me? The lore?
So, are you done looking around?
No, I'm still looking at you. I guess there's nothing else to see here. Sylus nods and turns to leave. As his arm moves, the linkage forces our steps to be in perfect sync.
We're done here. Let's go home.
In the vast cosmos, my power has no starting point or destination. It appeared when the universe was created. It's a fundamental law etched into the fabric of existence. At some point, a force, weak yet unbreakable, began to bind me, and with it came an endless fall. My head is spinning right now. In a majestic arena floating among nebula, a boy and a girl stand. Soaked in blood, they're greeted by thunderous cheers. When it comes to killing wanderers, Sylus and I always have perfect coordination.
You're not going to team up with me this time?
I hate teammates who try and steal my points.
Then, what do you hate more? Teammates who steal your points? Or teammates who can't keep up with you?
You're so annoying. If you steal my points again, I'm throwing you into Tartarus. That's the name of his tomorrow's Catch-22 persona! What?
Okay.
Give me your hand. We're a team now.
Yeah.
He's always been there. Even as a kid? The disconnected scenes flash by in a random order. Sometimes they're blurry and hazy. Other times they're crystal clear. As time marches on, the Deepspace tunnel, vast and capable of tearing apart any form of energy, separates us. The memories dissolve into my current reality. Images overlap. I recognize the figure before me, but now he's tall and imposing. He descends with his fierce pride. Below the sky, he materializes before me. In the destroyed laboratory, he silently stares at the collision chamber before smashing through its barrier with his fist. Sylus did save us back then. He's been there since the beginning. One more. I need to know. Oh, why do I do this to myself? In the timeless N109 zone, I fall into a deep, dreamless slumber. When I finally open my eyes again, it takes me a while to reorient myself. I stare at the intricate patterns on the ceiling for a long time before a single fact slowly dawns on me. I'm alive. As if a switch has been flipped, I finally become aware of my surroundings. Outside, the distant roar of gunfire and artillery resound while music plays nearby. Didn't the Zorian hunt end? Mephisto, my baby! Mephi, what are you... I sit up and look around. Mephisto is perched on the bedside table. He bobs his head under Silas's finger like a chick peeking at grain. Why are you here?
Shouldn't you be asking that to the person who carelessly fell asleep?
Oh. I raise my hand, but I don't see the familiar linkage. Massaging my temples, I realize my distant memories have started to blur with reality. How long was I out? Don't tell me it's been 4 or 5 days.
You would have starved to death in that case.
Sylus is lounging in a small armchair next to the bed. He's looking out the window. Several gemstones, 3 wine glasses, and a marker are scattered across the nearby side cabinet, small table, and floor.
It's morning. And more importantly, it's been 3 days since the Zoian hunt ended. Overtime is almost over.
A terrifying explosion resounds in the distance. Seconds later, the windows rattle from the shockwave. The arena is in ruins. Why would anyone still fight to be its owner?
For certain people, that place still has important stuff. And with Dimitri out of the way, their battle will be more ruthless.
Silas's gaze is still focused on what's happening outside, his hair swaying because of the shockwaves. He remains an aloof attitude. Curious about what he's looking at, I get out of bed and approach the window, but I can't even make it there before settling into the small armchair. I nudge Sylus so he can make room. What's going on? My whole body feels weak. It's like I've been thrown into space and had to orbit Earth 3 times. You didn't hit me while I was asleep, right?
Between the two of us, you'd be the one to do that.
Yeah. Did I hit you while I was sleeping? Sylus holds up 2 fingers and glances at my right hand.
Twice.
I had no idea. I was dreaming the entire time. Maybe I got too excited. Sylus finally turns to face me. He gently takes my wrist and gives it a light shake.
Are you well rested now?
More or less.
Let's go then.
Mephisto takes this chance to sneak away, snatch an empty wine glass, and fly out the window. Sylus stands and stretches before picking me up.
Time to eat.
Oh. Oh no, this music. It wasn't until Sylus makes me sit at the dining table that I realize just how hungry I am. I devour everything in sight until I'm stuffed. Strength gradually returns to my weary limbs and I start to feel clear-headed. I slowly finish the last of my juice, and then I carefully nudge Sylus's leg under the table to let him know I have a question.
I see you're disregarding table manners, kitten.
I was worse during our first meal together. Isn't it a little late to start worrying about etiquette? Yeah, the last time we had a meal, I got drunk and made a deal with him, so... Something cries out near the window. Mephisto, who had been absent during the meal, taps on the glass and squeezes through the gap. He drops a dark-coloured object into my hands. What is it? What's this? A flash drive?
A biometric key from the Gaia Research Center.
I tighten my grip on it. Then what are those people really fighting over? Sylus pauses as he holds his drink, as if he's unsure about how to respond.
We'll talk when you're more sober.
You're also one of the contestants doing overtime? When did you...
Luke and Kieran are more than capable of dealing with those fools.
The key shows signs of age, and someone has scratched off his identification number. It's impossible to tell which researcher served its original owner. Possessing the key means having authority over the abandoned Gaia Research Center, even though it's nothing but ruins now. A wisp of black-red mist creeps up the back of my hand, forces its way between my fingers, and tries to take the key away. Sylus?
That's my trophy. Give it back.
You're just letting me look at it? Sylus stretches his long legs to push his chair. He leans back against it as he uses his index finger to guide the mist. It's still pulling on the key. Dismissing the idea of letting it go, I clutch the key with both hands and lunge toward him like a sparrow drawn to a grain of rice.
Your theft techniques are getting sloppier by the day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to headbutt me to death before you loot my body? Sit.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on.
Sit.
Sylus has me rest against him, and when he sees me still holding the key with both hands, he laughs.
You're a persistent thief.
Yeah, but you stole my heart first, so technically you're the thief. Since you've already shown it to me, I can borrow it at some point, right? You're very generous.
You had a nice meal and are on your way to a full recovery. Yet the first thing you do is come up with a plan to steal my stuff.
I'm not doing that. He's not insisting on taking the key back, so I secretly breathe a sigh of relief and change the subject. I've decided to talk about my most recent dreams. I wanted to ask you something ever since I woke up, but you kept steering the conversation in another direction. I saw us fighting wanderers in some kind of interstellar arena. Do you know anything about that?
What else did you see?
He's not denying it. My gaze drifts from my hands to his shoulder, and then to the light, reflected from the wine dancing on the wall. I continue in a softer voice. We fought countless wanderers and monsters that looked like modified humans. Then we were the only ones left in the arena. The crowd went wild and screamed for us to fight each other to the death. It doesn't matter where you are in the cosmos, every gladiatorial arena created by intelligent life abides by the same rule. There can only be one victor, so...
Either I kill you, or you kill me.
Aww. I sit up straight and touch the corner of his eye. I'm searching for that hidden color in his right eye. But when we faced each other, you didn't attack. Instead, you took my hand and asked if I wanted to escape together. That nebula was more chaotic than an abyss. I didn't see how it ended. Did we manage to escape?
What do you think?
He brings his empty wine glass closer and presses its cool surface against my forehead.
If we hadn't, then who exactly are you looking at right now?
We're pretty special, huh?
Speaking of which, you never doubted yourself, or worried about my capabilities for that matter.
Then you went through hell and back, barely escaped with your life, and arrived in the N109 zone before it fell?
More or less. Have you ever considered that me landing in the N109 zone wasn't a coincidence?
It's because of the Gaia Research Center? Sylus remains nonchalant. I found some documents in the corridor of that old facility. The Unicorn Research Team, or rather the Gaia Research Center as a whole, was attempting to establish contact with Deepspace. The Unicorn researchers wanted to recreate a powerful cosmic energy source, which exists within me as an ether core.
Do you believe what Dimitri said?
Not all of it. But I don't have a testimony from anyone who knows more than him. Strip away the outlandish claims and his message is actually quite simple. I possess destructive power. Trying to keep my thoughts from dwelling on Dimitri's frantical declarations, I turned Sylus's glass in my hands. Something weird happened in the collision chamber. I was about to lose consciousness. This planet, the starry sea above us, and the depths of deep space that are invisible to the naked eye, they all seem to have some kind of force that resonates with me. Were those things ether cores or something else? Now when I think about the deep space tunnel in the sky, I feel like I've gained an understanding that goes beyond what's currently known about it. It's not the source of all disasters. It's a bridge connecting us to civilizations more superior than humanity's. Maybe Dimitri wasn't lying. It's possible I have the power to destroy everything. My thoughts traveled to that darkness in the collision chamber and how I sank into an overwhelming strength. It's strong enough to erase an entire planet. What lies dormant inside me is powerful and uncontrollable. Suddenly a hand grasps my chin. My gaze lands on Sylus's disinterested expression.
When I pulled you out of the giant glass tank, you looked like you were in so much pain that you wanted to die. If it really hurts, then stop. Don't force yourself. And don't ever make that face again while you're at it.
I look directly into his right eye. The mesmerizing ether core within it remains tranquil, and my racing thoughts slowly calm down. You can always pull me back, right? Just like before. Whoosh. Are you mad? I didn't do anything. As I look up at him expectantly, Sylus stays silent for a moment, and then he appears interested. Grabbing my hand, he leads me outside.
No, but you slept for too long. I'm bored.
So where are you dragging me off to? Do you want to have some fun?
I'll help you get used to wielding devastating power. That way you'll be a bomb who doesn't always think about self-destruction.
Huh? Uh-oh. The music's scaring me. We enter a familiar, dimly lit room. Sylus helps me into the egg-shaped gaming pod. Oh, we were gonna game with him. He puts a hologram helmet over my head. As the pod slowly closes, my body tenses. Sylus taps on the glass. Although I can't hear anything outside, I read his lips. Now come, conquer everything in your path. Starting with me. Oh, I'll fucking conquer you, alright. Oh, okay, we got a battle on our hands. Oh my god, the lore! There's so much fucking lore!
A challenge will always be
Right,
exciting.
okay, I'm gonna get through this bit and then I will be right back with you. Okay, right, so I've just gathered my thoughts on that particular video, and what a fucking chapter. And I'm sorry for swearing so outright like that, but oh my god, the lore, the attention to detail, a lot of the things that are previously mentioned have been referenced in other anecdotes and other memories and then previously in the story, and oh my god. Honestly, info need to get a clap in the comments for the lore and just how well thought out the story is. Like, I haven't even finished it yet, and I cannot wait to see not Xavier, it's the wrong character, Zane's story branch. I'm genuinely, like, shocked. And obviously now that I've basically nearly caught up with revamping all the playlists, and I'm going to be redoing the layout of the channel very, very soon, that means I can start focusing on doing videos again, which is absolutely lovely. I'm going to be recording Raphael's Promise next, from this current Battle Pass. So expect that video very soon. We're going to be returning a few more series very soon too this week. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to spoil anything because these will be becoming available for channel members. And yeah, let me know what you think, because like the fact that Sylus has been there from the beginning, it's just... I'm scared for Zane's now because he's in his Dawnbreaker outfit. I'm scared. I'm genuinely terrified for the next bit.